Okay, guys, I want to do a quick video on this topic. 98% of African Americans are in fact Native Indians and are old millions. This is absolutely 100% true. Okay, so this also confirms that all the books that I be reading, I don't just look up things online. I actually read books as well. Okay, what do you see here? Okay, books. So that's where the knowledge is. I also read words and know what they mean, if I don't know what they mean. Okay, so I have to focus back on the camera. So I wrote this at the top. Carissa Jillings, she shared this, and I highly appreciate her learning and taking it. She taking all the knowledge into consideration, and she actually learned it from it. Most people just watch. So majority of the people that are just watching, a lot of you guys will be removed because the information and the knowledge is not getting out by you just looking at certain posts. A lot of the information that I provide is very valuable. A lot of information that I do put out there, and I put myself at risk when I put certain information out, especially when it comes down to law and jurisdiction and all that other stuff. I'm not supposed to be telling you guys this stuff. I'm giving so much advice and legal advice, lawful advice, and at least you guys can do is like or share the post. When you share, other people get to see it instead of just you. Basically, this message is very powerful. They look like the same people to me. I don't see any difference. So how can you be a colored crayon? How can you be a black American? How can you be an African American? It just don't make any sense. When you look up the words and know what they mean. So Dane Calloway, he been touching up on this topic for a while. I've been following him on his YouTube channel. You guys could check him out as well. Wake up, Aborigines, Aboriginals. You're not black people or a brand name called African American. Unplug from the matrix and mind control. Okay, so 98% of all of African Americans are in fact Native Indians and are old millions. The tens of millions of black Americans, or rather Indians, who disappeared after 1492 did not all die in the Holocaust, inflicted within America, hundreds of thousands. But you guys can read the whole topic. I'm not going to go through it and read it for you. You guys can click on it. It's on my page. I just posted this up not too long ago. It's on my page. Click on it and you guys will read it and understand it. This conforms with the story in 1492, what the Moors had to say. Okay, so when you start, when you compare what the Moors got to say in 1492, as well as Dane Calloway got to say, and the history says about the Indians in the 1400s, we were called Indians. So this is how you get the truth. When you start comparing and combining everything together, and when you start putting the puzzles together, you get the truth. Okay, then you see that these other names are brand names. So why keep endorsing those names? Why keep embracing them and proudly saying that you are black and throwing your fists up? You're not black. You're not a crayon. Okay. All right. Look at the word. Look up the word and see what it means. It says it belongs to a person, place, or thing. This is just common sense. Many other people need to start reading and understand what the words mean. Look in the dictionary. Look in multiple dictionaries in order to find out what the word means. Okay. So basically, I'll read this in a minute. Basically, this post is just to show people, do your research, okay? So if DNA evidence saying that 98 of African Americans are in fact Native Indians, what does that tell you? Okay, which are the Aborigine people? Christopher Columbus called us Indians, but we're not technically Indians. The people know about these Indians by Creole, Cherokee, and different Ethiopian and all down the line, Blackfoot, Red Tail, and etc. So yeah, you guys just do your research. I provided enough resources for you guys. So you guys got to look into it, because many of you ask me the same questions, and I'm like, well, a lot of you guys that's asking me the same questions are the same people that like the post, and sometimes share them. And I'm like, okay, well, how can you like something and share it, and you ask me the same exact question? You know, I don't understand. Okay, so just make sure you read it and understand it. If you don't understand it, look up the words in multiple dictionaries, the Oxford Dictionary, the Black's Law Dictionary. Look up the word in look up etymology of the human language. That's birth words of just birth languages of a word. Look that up. Also look it up and see how the connotative definition has changed. I mean, the denotative definition have changed to a connotative definition, which is the Urban Dictionary and the Wikipedia and stuff like that, the Modern Webster Dictionary. So once you start seeing how things been changed from one word to another word to have you believe that it means something else totally different, this is word magic that they use. Okay, so the word black doesn't mean African people. Okay, and if you look up the word in a Wikipedia or on any website, just using a dictionary or modern dictionary, it's going to specify that that word is an adjective. It's an adjective. So how can you be something that's not real? Common sense. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. Look into this stuff. Stop going off your opinion. Your opinion means nothing when it comes down to facts and truth. Okay. All right.